And it's crazy to see, like, when the worst things happen to you, you still grow from that. Even though you don't even notice that. And just you get to know yourself, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't go to that party. Maybe I shouldn't hang with these people.
Yeah.
And you're almost testing the waters. And this year really, like, emptied that bath and said, like, what is left there. What is, like, the solubles and the things that really hold your life together. Yeah, the things that really hold your life together.
That's, like, such a metaphor right there. Welcome back to the Living Banter Podcast,
where we are fire and the day is cool.
I can't believe that was our first take. Oh
yeah,
my
it's
word.
our first take. Literally one time. We only do one takes.
One take.
But it's good to be in the stew. It's good to be in the studio.
Good to be back here. Yeah. It's definitely good to be
fire,
back here.
Bro. I'm so amped for this one.
Yes.
Yames, how are you doing before we get started?
Ooh, I'm doing pretty good. It's Friday for us now.
We're chilling.
Yes, we're chilling. We are
that
chilling. It is a good day.
Yeah.
Everything.
Friday might be the best day of the week. I don't know.
Yes.
Friday and Sunday is like my best days ever.
Yes.
I completely love it, bro.
Yes.
So guys, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you want to. But I mean, it's for free.
It's free.
It's literally free. You just click
and hitting the
button.
notification bell is also free. So click the bell.
Ding.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Oh yes.
And before this video even starts, like it.
Because we're gonna get into a freaking awesome episode.
Yes, indeed we are.
Yeah.
And what's today's episode about?
2020 in review.
Yes.
The year that has been 5 years in one.
Indeed it
Possibly
has.
10 years in 1 year. I mean, it
definitely
feels
a
like
decade.
that.
Definitely, it feels like a
100%,
decade.
Yeah. So many things that happened this year. Like I was just looking back at what happened. I'm like, was this year, bro?
Yeah. And
Crazy.
it's weird because it's like we all
Bonkers.
think COVID was like the thing, you know. It's like, no, we had so many things happen. We had Kobe dying.
Yeah.
We
so
had
much.
like explosions and all that. Bruh, it's been a nuts
Let us know in the comments what was the worst thing that happened for you personally this year.
Yeah,
and also then the best thing. You have to equal it out.
You have to equal it
There
out.
has been great things this year for sure, bro.
Definitely, bro. There's always going to be good with the bad.
Yes, definitely. There's always a balance. Yin and yang.
There's always a balance. Yin and yang.
Yin and yang. Unis and Anis.
Oh no, that was this year too. Oh.
No, that was also this year.
That was also this
Shout
year.
out Markiplier. I'm not sure if you watch our videos, but he probably does, you know.
I miss you, Eve.
Okay, comment shoutouts of the week for this episode.
Who's the comment shoutout going to be?
So it goes to PWMP TV. I don't know what TV that is, but comment shoutout goes to you.
Enjoy.
Thanks for leaving a comment, guys. Also, if you're the first to comment, second to comment, give us something to plug. I mean, we'll plug it for you.
Yes.
Your business will boom if we plug on the Living Banter Podcast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, business always booms here.
Business booms here.
Just go kabooms.
Lekker boys.
Oh my word.
Right. So we're gonna start with some of the worst things that happened this year. I mean,
gotta start off and work our way up, you know.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Definitely, obviously the PDEM. But I mean, there's so many other worse things that are not maybe worse. I don't know.
Worse
what
things?
What is worse than happened than the PDEM? I think that's like being really expanded in the media everywhere. Like it's just the PDEM, Donald Trump.
Everyone. It just. I think it's more because it's also a problem for. Yeah, it's also more of a problem for everyone, not just like a certain group of people.
I wonder. Well, I'm gonna check now. What countries does not have COVID?
What countries doesn't? Because I'm pretty sure every country has had some form of it.
100%.
It's probably like Iceland or something. You know how it'd be the pandemic don't reach Iceland.
North Korea, the largest nation to report 0 cases. I think some parts of Australia is doing well, but I mean, like, what of a whole country?
Yeah, but no one goes
cases.
in or out of North Korea, so.
Yeah, North Korea is like. That country, when we moved into the 20th century, they were like, you know what, we actually go backwards and go into the 18th century.
Bruh.
They're still
living in the
we
Cold War.
Though. Literally.
It's so weird.
North Korea is like...
Don't nuke us, please.
Oh, no, please don't.
Please no.
I mean, we are pretty fire, but I mean...
Yeah. We're not like surface of the sun just yet.
Bro. So what I'm seeing,
Yes.
11 countries.
11.
That has not got COVID. And they're not
giving it.
Or
like never.
Guys, the media's worth nothing. I mean, they're giving me nothing over here. So I don't even know. I just saw North Korea.
You just saw 11 countries. You're like,
11 countries. They do not.
Go past.
They don't even name it. But I mean, other than that, you know, that COVID has shown us, like, we need community.
Yes.
Like, I think that's been one of the most bleakest things about this year. It's just showing, like, being alone and how being alone has, like, not been good for yourself.
Yes.
Like, damn, it's not, like, how you miss your friends is crazy, eh?
Yeah, it is.
We definitely took things for granted, like, 100%.
Bro, do you know what I miss the most?
Yeah.
Because of, like, 2020 is live shows.
Bro,
live shows.
Concerts.
Oh, my
Audience,
word.
mosh pits.
Oh,
I miss the youth mosh pits so much.
My word.
Shout out South.
Southside is
South
where it's
Side?
at.
Yeah, bro, it's been crazy.
It is. It's crazy because, like, there's nothing that could replace the experience of live music, you know. I mean, sure, you can, like, watch it
online, but it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
The
you don't have, like,
atmosphere.
that physical interaction with all these different people.
For sure.
And that's, like, what the music experience just cannot replace, you know?
Quick view into the future. What did you guys think if we ever had a live audience? Obviously, after the PDM. When things are sorted out, but having a live audience while doing a podcast.
Let us know in the comments. Live audience. That would be
sick. That would honestly be awesome.
That would be sick, yes.
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, I mean, it's just like the fact of being alone, bro. It's like, no one likes to be alone. Maybe introverts, but to a certain extent, when you like not around your friends, it just shows like how much we actually appreciate the community. Yeah, like subconsciously or consciously, but it's like we really need community, and like we are created for community. So that was a bleak one of like
humans are such social creatures.
100%.
We are super social.
So that was one of the biggest like downfalls. Yeah. For me this year, like just not being able to see people.
I think for everyone, like the biggest thing's just been COVID.
Yeah.
Like 2020 COVID.
Bro, honestly, it's been nuts.
Yeah.
What for you has been like one of the worst parts of 2020?
Bro, so we've spoken about, COVID and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
But what has really been the worst? Because like everything like kind of stems from COVID, and that's why I like trying to think outside. Yeah, COVID goes deep. I'm trying to think like outside of the box. But I think like Friends, because like there was the transition for me going into college from high school.
We started varsity.
First
during
year.
The PDM. That is crazy.
Yeah,
what an experience.
You lose a lot of friends really quickly,
that transition from high school to varsity.
Yeah, you lose so many friends so quickly. And it is crazy because like people you never thought who you'd be like, oh, I miss them, you start missing. But then again, there's a lot of people at my school where I'm like,
you learn who your true friends are. Definitely
you learn who your true friends are.
I mean, it's for the best. Like everything happens for a reason, like I believe that, but you definitely start to know like who's the guys you can actually hang on when things go bad, or they're still around. And that's the friends you really want in life.
That is true. That is really true. So that's been, I would say, a low light, but at the same time I can also see it as a positive because now I know these are the people who I can actually properly rely on, rather than just being like, oh yeah, I like this person, me and you can hang. It's like, no, you I can actually depend on and be like,
for sure,
hey,
like for sure.
Yeah, like for sure you can come around and hang.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Also with like COVID, you've had to learn to trust people. It's like, if you're coming over, you better not cough.
Bro.
I'll be kicking you out of my house. I just hear you go.
Everyone looks, especially they said like before you used to cover a fart with a cough, and now you cover farts. Now you cover cough with a fart. It's like, no, that was just a fart, guys. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Everyone looks at you when you cough. It's like, hey, get the guy out of here. Get him.
Bruh. Whenever I cough in the shopping mall, I'm just like, And then everyone just
like, hey, boo, what is this? Get out.
Bruh.
Literally.
Everyone just like zones in on you. And
but another thing, I'd say like this year, bro, some bad things.
Yes.
Should we do bad and good and bad and good?
Yeah, let's do bad and good.
Okay, so good thing.
Good thing.
That happened this year. Bro, this podcast started this year.
Yes, we started this year.
Highlights of this year.
We started this year.
During the PDM.
Yes. 1,200? 300? Is it 1,300 now? Probably. By the time this comes out, it better be 1,300.
Bro, 100%.
It is.
It's been a journey, honestly.
Yes. We're on our what episode?
43?
46, isn't it?
46.
46, yes. It's our 46.
Fire, yeah.
That is
like, that's crazy to see how far we've come. Honestly, thank you to the audience. I mean, you guys have been incredible.
Yes.
Who didn't have thought we had such a good community behind us?
Yes.
It's actually like major of how far we've come. It's been awesome. And we're only going to go up from here, literally. Indeed. Like, we've been saying that the best is yet to come.
Indeed. And what's awesome is our audience still sticks around because they enjoy watching us eat hot stuff.
Hot chilies, hot things.
Hot things. I feel like at some point in 2021 we need to do like a mukbang or something.
Literally,
just to be weird.
Of like that hot ramen noodles.
Oh, dude, the hot ramen noodle mukbang is gonna destroy us.
Let us know what you like more when we have a killer, phenomenal guest like we've had, or when we just do a show like when we eating hot stuff, try not to laugh. Let us know what you prefer.
Yeah.
That would be cool to know what the audience thinks in that part.
Yes, we need to figure out.
Yeah.
I feel like we're still in the stages of kind of finding
a way.
Yeah, still finding our way.
It's only been 9 months of us having the podcast. And I mean, we've come really far, and like the guest you had is crazy.
Dude.
These people's audiences is like, bro, how do we even land them? I don't even know.
We don't know. We just message them. We're just like, hey.
It's like, yo,
you want to come on?
Then they're like,
cool, let's go.
Do it. Yeah, and they love it.
Yeah, we've had like vastly different people as well.
So different.
Like from UFC fighters to skateboard. Have we had someone who's done skateboarding?
Surfing.
Yeah, sorry.
There are skaters, but
I feel like
surfers.
For some reason in my head I thought we had a skateboarder on.
Possibly in the future,
we've had BMX.
Yes. Mountain
biking, yes.
Mark Matthews, Shoutouts.
There he is. I knew it was something Matthews.
We've had James Rich, cystic fibrosis.
Yes, cystic fibrosis. Shout out to that guy.
The guy who was part of the triads.
Oh, yeah.
We can't name all the guests. There's so many, but Chobi's awesome, bro. If you haven't seen that episode, that is possibly my favorite.
That is a mad episode.
What would you say is your favorite one so far?
I really don't know.
Let us know in the comments, but
for some reason I still think it's the
tough one, man.
Yeah. I still think it's the chili one where we did like the hottest
with
the Carolina Reaper. I still feel like that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Because it was so much more fun to edit that one compared to the other ones.
And EJ was with us.
Yes.
That was the
having
vibe.
EJ with us was
Shout out EJ.
mad vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm not going to name like my favorite
really
guest because I'm not sure who it would be. I'm really not
sure. They were
all
good, I'm not going to lie. But
they were all such awesome people.
Yeah.
I think
genuine.
Clips maybe.
Clips was fire.
Yeah, I really enjoyed having Clips on. Like the energy he brought was absolutely awesome to the podcast.
Like you can see he's a podcast host.
Yes, you can definitely see.
And he's literally like in Spotify, top of the sports podcast. Yeah. Like he's up there, Clips and Drew podcast. Yes. Check them out. Phenomenal.
What's it called? The
follow through.
The follow through.
Yes.
There we go.
By Clips and Drew.
For some reason I thought it was like the throwback or something. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, that's actually a cool name.
It's a cool name.
The market of podcasts is so saturated. Yeah. There's a name for everything.
There's
like names,
everything that's out there.
If you come up with a name, it's like, no, there's a podcast for that already.
Yeah, there's definitely a podcast
like
for something.
Like Flowers and Petals. There's a podcast for that.
Bro, I swear it's like Flowers and Petals would be kind of a
possibly people who love nature.
Yeah, but like a herbalist type of podcast,
you
know?
Yeah.
Oh my word, there's literally a podcast for everything, and we're like, oh well, let's start our own podcast and just do stuff, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
What was I feel like we need to ask this, but like, what was one podcast that you were like, how did this even happen? Like,
oh my gosh.
Like, what was
definitely with most of the guests? Because I mean, not that followers mean anything, or it does, but it shows like your community behind you. There are people that has like over 300,000 followers on Instagram, verified artists. Yeah. Jacob Asher performed in Madison Square Garden.
Bro.
Like that's where the big musicians play.
Yeah, I feel like I still I remember Jacob Asher has actually released like a sample pack, and I've yet to download and then check it out.
Yeah,
because I'm still getting into like the sample pack vibe as well. And I'm like, I'm gonna be next year. I'm gonna be working on an EP where I'm doing a little bit more different things.
Go. Yeah,
like the album that's coming out beginning of next year. Is a lot based on like pop punk and like a little bit of alt rock.
I get you.
Type of vibe.
Yeah.
But then the EP is just going like full throttle into
vibes,
all different types of things. So that's why I'm like mixing around with stuff like that.
You got to test the waters.
Yeah, you got to test the waters.
Speaking
and you really got
waters,
to see what you like.
Flowers and Pebbles does not exist as a podcast. I just checked it out.
Did you? Okay,
so you guys can claim that.
Yeah, Flowers and Pebbles.
We won't charge you.
We won't charge you.
But I'd say, what would be another bad thing that happened this year that we can look back and be like, bro, that should never have happened. Or we wish it didn't happen.
Well, the thing is, I have something that has happened.
Yeah.
But it's like, it should happen, even though it's like really bad, was the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes.
That needed to have happened.
100%, yeah. For sure, bro. Just like the people in America almost, some of them have been awake when they're like, okay, we know this is wrong.
Yeah.
Police brutality and racism and all
But it wasn't exposed as much as it was like this year
now
in particular.
People are finally like awakening to the fact that this is a real matter across the world, not just in America.
Yeah.
And even in South Africa, we've seen it for years. Like we have a history of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, the difference between it in South Africa and in the States is in the States, at least this is from what I've seen on media and heard.
Go for it.
Is that it's a lot more based around race, around police brutality, based more around, racial discrimination. Where here in South Africa, it's the police brutality that happens. It's the same. There's no race that's happening between it. It's just
I think
happening.
there still is. Maybe just as the media puts it out, because I've seen crazy videos online where a certain complexion of a police officer goes after a man of color or picking on him compared to another guy. But I mean, we've seen this all over the world, and I think what I was about to say is in America, everything's just exploded in your face. Like the media just like America. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just because they're like the biggest nation in the world, so to say.
They are.
So
the
we
reason
see a lot of
the
them.
biggest is and this is what I found, is that they're a very media-driven country. And that's why, they can say they're the
media
biggest.
platforms, the biggest celebrities, influencers are in the States.
Exactly.
They have a loud voice.
Yeah.
So we hear that.
Yeah. Americans have a very loud voice, and that's why they're the biggest.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
So to say,
yes.
As our opinion goes, that's what we say.
Here in South Africa, though, there are so many different, there's so many differences.
Yeah.
And
we're so diverse.
Yeah.
I love our country.
I love our country as well. And the thing is about people really pushing the Black Lives Matter movement here in South Africa. It has a little bit of a different stance, and let me explain how this is.
Go for it.
For example,
tread lightly.
For example, here in South Africa, we have the problem of farm murders.
Yeah.
And why I dislike a certain political party, who I'm not going to name, is they were wearing Black Lives Matter T-shirts.
While doing that.
Meanwhile, it was
Wow.
Meanwhile, it was their I would say supporters who went out and actually committed some of these murders.
Yeah.
And then they rocked
Killing
up
the
to
farmers,
and then they all rocked up to the courthouse wearing Black Lives Matter merch.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, with pictures of George Floyd, who is a good symbol for police brutality.
100%.
And they're saying,
Yet they were the ones actually murdering the farmers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it wasn't.
Wow.
And the thing is, it was black radicalists.
Yeah.
Going and killing white Afrikaans farmers. And that's racially driven no matter what way you look at it,
Yeah.
And they're like, we want to claim our land back.
It's such a soft spot in the country where it's always this versus this race. But I think I'd love to get to a place where it's just we can put that behind us and leave the past in the past.
Yeah.
And not just look at the past and be like, okay, no, let's just leave it there, but learn from it.
Yeah, learn from the past.
Yeah.
Because the thing is,
there's a lot of good things. Sorry to break in there, but there's a lot of good that's happening. Yeah. So many families of color meeting with complexion people, as a normal thing, not even looking at or questioning it.
Yeah.
And there's so many great movements happening, great speeches happening, things that policies putting in place that need to happen.
Yeah.
And that's a great move forward. And there's still so much things I could say about it.
Yeah.
I don't even see there's good in that, but
yeah, the thing is, what I love about South Africa, and I know we're completely going on a tangent here, but that's what a podcast is for.
Yeah, we're impulsive.
We as a country and as our generation we've grown up going to school alongside people of every single color,
it's been awesome.
of every single race and every single type of culture, all getting together and actually growing up and learning from each other.
Yeah. I love that.
Then in a way we can actually say, you know, I don't see color. Because like in a
100%,
lot of other places, it's like, oh, I don't see color. It's just like the white privilege kind of look of like, oh, this and this. But some people then say, oh, I don't see color, and still judge people on their race. Meanwhile, here in South Africa, this is what I've noticed. We don't, when I've spoken to people about like me being different to them in South Africa, it's like, I'm white. I have a certain culture, right? I have a very Celtic culture, which means I'm very like Scottish, Scandinavian kind of thing. But I can still go and talk to like someone from, I think it's, I can't remember exactly, but
wherever they're
like,
from, whatever background.
But like someone who's lived in like a rural African type of town
or
like
village,
African village, yes, and like he can have a completely different culture to me, and we can actually like talk about it and discuss it. It's not like, oh, you're a certain complexion, I dislike you. It's like, no, I enjoy listening about
there's
your
that
culture.
open space.
Yes, South Africa feels like it's a lot more of an open space, but they are just certain people who are trying to push barriers in between that. And that's why I feel like South Africa is really moving in the right direction. It's just there's still a lot
to do.
There's still a lot to do, but there's just a certain group who's like, no, racism is still a thing. Sure, racism is still a thing, but it's not as bad as some people are making it out to be, you know? And some people are just completely uneducated about it all.
Like,
but that's South Africa.
No one has it all together. We also have to learn from it.
Yes.
We just want to grow from it and be in a place where we can come together and love all, not look at them differently because of their culture, because of their background, whatever.
And that's why I love the Black Lives Matter movement in America. Here in South Africa, like I said, it's a little bit different. We have to still appreciate.
As it would be in any country.
Yeah, exactly. But in America specifically, it was such an awesome movement. Some people just, you know, used it as a looting opportunity, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, the riots has been something over the world. Like, that's just been crazy.
But like the peaceful protests, you know, to actually
that's been so
try to end systemic racism. The Black Lives Matter movement, moving it forward, is absolutely awesome.
And I can only see it going bigger and making greater strides in society.
Indeed.
Yeah. So putting a cap on that, there's so much more to say. But we don't have it all together. Like, this is a conversation, like as it should be.
We're just talking about it, seeing, you know, what our thoughts are. Giving our opinions on it.
Speaking out loud.
Trying not to be racist, you know.
Or say the wrong thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have to really think about the things I say. Because as soon as I say one wrong thing, there's going to be people someone out there.
That's another thing from this year that I haven't liked. Cancel culture.
Dude, cancel culture in 2020 has been insane.
Crazy.
Bro, it's like,
how can you just cancel someone like, no, you're out, go sleep.
Yeah.
Put him in a lockdown.
Well, and also, didn't people, was it this year that people tried to cancel Joji?
Joji,
yeah. He's this one musician.
People tried to cancel everyone.
Yeah, I think Joji, I can't remember if it was
Shia
this year.
LaBeouf, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks got cancelled?
Bro, Kevin Hart got cancelled at one point.
Bruh.
So many people got cancelled, but at one point, is it like, you think it actually makes a real difference when these people get cancelled? Because it's mainly just like the Twitter community, which is so vocal, or Reddit, and those communities where it's mainly just like what you're saying, and they nailing these people and saying, no, you cancelled. But what I get from it is no one has the right to cancel anyone. Because, you have it all together. So you can just cancel that one, but you sorted.
Yeah, exactly. And I know for a fact I've most likely said some really messed up things.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah, because you didn't know. Like, it's just what you heard and then what you say.
Exactly.
But now we know. It's like, okay, keep that back. Don't say that.
Exactly.
That's
because I've learned,
weird issue,
and there's been people there who have taught me, no, you're not allowed to say that. You know?
It's crazy for cancel culture. It's like something that Kevin Hart did in 2011.
Yeah.
When it was okay to do that. No one had a problem with it. now in 2020, it's like, whoa, you can't do that now. We're going to cancel you for what you did in 2011.
Yeah.
But I'm
it's
like,
bro,
what the heck?
Do you want me to go back onto like your Instagram account in 2011 and find that one picture
or that one
of you with like,
you
that one comment you made.
Of whatever.
Or that one picture of you posting like, oh yeah, fat people are ugly or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want me to go back and do that to you?
Yeah.
No, then stop doing it to other people. It's not right. It's not okay.
Unless you're perfect, don't do it.
Yeah, and no one is perfect.
No one is perfect for sure.
Even if you are in like the cancel culture, the thing is, you jump on a bandwagon so quickly for some people. Keyboard
warriors just smashing the comments there.
That is ridiculous.
Don't even know what they're saying. They're just getting behind something.
Yeah. Also, another thing about cancel culture are people trying to cancel comedians. I think sorry.
They're the hardest people to cancel, but I mean, their job is making those harsh jokes.
Exactly.
So
some of the best comedians have some really harsh jokes.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I was about to say like Jimmy Carr or something, you know? These people, it's their job to say things that are out of line to make people laugh.
Exactly.
Because believe it or not, sometimes jokes that make fun of something about someone are funny.
Yeah.
For example, it's like, also another thing about it is like do you ever squiff?
Everyone thinks that, they just don't say it, and the comedians are the ones that says it.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't mean it's right, but I mean, I'm just saying that's their job.
Yeah. The job is to make it funny.
Yeah.
It's like, the thing is, I'm also thinking about like, you know, someone maybe has like a squiff eye or something, right?
Yeah, they just make light
like
of
a skew eye.
Yeah.
And then they make it, and then a comedian will make a joke about it. Then it like gets cancelled.
I love how they target
by
people
like
in the audience.
Yes. And then they get cancelled, be like, no, you only picked on him because he has a skew eye. What if he
Yeah.
was like a World War II veteran or something, you know?
Yeah.
And like they get absolutely annihilated, and the comedian's like, it was a joke, lol.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy,
I was paid to stand up there.
Literally.
And say that kind of thing. But the thing is, there's also like...
There's only so much you can say now.
Yeah, there's also like the fine line of like joking and, you know, actually... You know,
actually saying that.
Actually
like,
saying
it.
Because I mean, why I say comedians specifically is because when they stand up and they're doing their thing, or they're doing like a video of them doing some sort of comedy skit, people need to understand a lot of the stuff they say is in comedic context.
Yeah.
If they say that stuff outside of it,
some people take
you can't
way
joke
too seriously.
Yeah. And like, I know a lot of people, you know, in the comments might say, but you're not allowed to say this. And I'm like, listen, context is everything.
Yeah. You can take things out of proportion and just make a whole headline out of that.
Yeah.
But it's like, wait, he said something else afterwards to combat that.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they just take they just clip that small part.
Yeah, it's like me saying like, oh yeah, I hate lemons.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, and then someone clips that and be like, oh, how can you say that type of thing?
For example.
And then I go and explain, when I was a kid, I was basically pelted with lemons or something. And
someone just put lemon juice in my ears, my eyes, my nose.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, well, you should have said that. I was like, I did say it, you just clipped it.
Yeah.
Oh my word, it's like
guys.
Bro, clipping it.
Moving on.
Yes, let's move along.
Another great thing that happened this year. There's so many. And we can't say all the good things because, I mean, that's only from what we've seen or what we've researched. So also the bad. We can't say all the bad because, I mean, there's been a lot as well.
There's so much bad.
Another great thing that happened this year, bro, NASA and SpaceX.
Oh, yes, that was this year as well.
Like, we've never seen so many cruise ships, spaceships going up into space.
Like satellite. Did they launch a few satellites this year?
Satellites.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few satellites.
And it's
SpaceX is being busy.
Yeah, and
Elon
SpaceX
Musk.
is like, am I right in saying it's the first privatized?
Yes.
First privatized space corporation.
Yes, to send astronauts to the space station, yes.
Okay, that is
crazy, hey?
That is crazy.
I think we've spoken about this on our first or second episode where I'm like, Elon Musk was predicted to be the first trillionaire in the world. Now he's the second richest man in the world. When we said
Who's the first? Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Amazon dude. This guy, he's like, in a month, he's like gaining billions.
Bro, do you know what I find so funny about like Jeff Bezos?
Tall hairs. Yeah.
Jeff Bezos always looks like he's about to like snap.
Yeah.
it's like he has that smile. He has that smile, but like I think his one eye like droops a little bit. You know when someone like gets really angry and like their one eye starts twitching? It always looks like Jeff Bezos is about to like go from being all smiling
0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, like real quick.
But Elon Musk, bro, like the crazy things he has done through Tesla, SpaceX, and all his other 20 companies that he has.
It's the boring company.
Yeah, I want to see that electric tunnel as well.
Electric tunnel?
Yeah, as like there's the subs or whatever, or the trains or like floating in midair, like in Wakanda.
Electromagnetic.
Yes, like that. Okay, I don't know the word for it.
Yeah, that's
those
actually
things underground,
awesome
those transportation works. That's
do you know why it's such a cool like concept? Is the electromagnetic like force field will be able to lift the car? Yeah, this is all in
lifted weight.
Yeah, this is all theoretical.
Yes.
So the whole thing about like the cars, right, is they get lifted electromagnetically, like off the surface, and what that does is it eliminates friction. So what that means is all the energy that's going to be needed is going to be needed for the cars for the electromagnets to actually just lift the car off the ground. So it will save like a lot of fossil fuels, but 100%. It's expensive to implement, and it's so much fine science.
At the end of the day, we'll be saving that money back because you're substituting fossil fuels.
Yeah, that
also
is true.
Then saving the environment, which is awesome.
Yeah. But then again, like there's a lot of like nuclear electricity that still needs to be worked around.
There's a lot to go into that, eh? I'm excited to see where that goes. Yeah. But, I mean, never say you don't learn anything on the Living Banter podcast.
Yes.
You're getting some mad notes in here.
Y'all learn stuff, guys.
Yeah. Would you ever want to go to space? I think.
Yes. Yeah. The thing is, I would want to go to space. It's just there's so many like procedures surrounding it.
Years, and like, you have to do years of learnerships and studying space, studying.
You have to be like
your body.
Yeah, you have to be like
all that. It's
I'm pretty sure my diet's pretty good, but like
that's a specific diet for astronauts. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Crazy.
I wonder if like they will eventually streamline the process so that it would take like a year to properly train someone up to go to space.
I think it'll take longer than a year, man. Honestly, because you first have to do the physical training, mental training.
But I mean, like, surely they could have like some sort of like entry test, so that
and also the training when things go wrong, you have to train for that.
So that's why I'm saying like they'd spend like a year full-time training to be an astronaut. And what I'm trying to say is like, I wonder if they'll ever get it to like streamline it so that it will only take a year.
Yeah.
But of course, there's going to be like a higher threshold.
That's a lot of studying in a year. Yeah.
Like you'd have to be an A student to kind of understand everything. You'd have to be in good shape,
top class,
and then you'd have to
elite.
Yeah, and then you'd have to like go to like
legend,
a camp kind of thing for like a year before they send you into space.
Fight camp.
Fight camp. Oh my
word.
Gosh. It's like boxing terminology all
that
over
has been an
again.
awesome thing that happened this year. Mike Tyson. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Mike Tyson. He fought who again?
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr.
We spoke about it in the Chile episode. Yeah. But what for you has been another great thing this year?
This year. Oh my word! What has actually happened this year that's
been good for you?
Music. Surprisingly, like the thing
music has been great this year, making good strides.
Yeah, the music has done some really interesting things. And the thing is, because like live shows aren't a thing, a lot of musicians are going into recluse and trying to write music and create music.
Putting a lot of albums out.
And that's what I love about lockdown is it's giving artists the chance to actually recuperate from all those years of touring and actually like write some more things. So for example, one of the
put their head down, get some songs in.
Yeah, one of the albums that I've been really following this year is Bring Me the Horizon's post-human survival horror. That album it talks about some absolutely incredible things. Like, and it's not even an album, it's like an EP. I think it's like 7 songs. Sweet. 6, I can't exactly remember. Let me just...
Yeah, but there's been some great musicians that released music this year.
Yeah.
And a lot of upcoming artists. I love that the most. Like, would you rather see...
Ian Dior that's come up this year?
Ian Dior, bro. It's been fire. Kid Leroy.
Yes.
So many more. Earthglow I love as well. Damn, they're really good.
Also, Youngblood recently released an album.
Damn.
And I really like a lot of the songs on it.
MGK went to the next level.
MGK's Tickets to My Downfall was
really good. Yeah.
And it brought a new, like, for all you purists out there who hate on MGK for doing it, he brought a completely different spin to the genre of pop punk,
industry,
you know?
honestly.
Yeah, and I think it even started
he got some Grammys this year, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I think at the VMAs he won like best album of the year.
Yeah, VMAs he won the best album, yeah. And then he performed with Travis Barker.
Oh yeah,
so that's been great to see. I love upcoming people, or even to like when you see new YouTubers coming out, new athletes coming out. It's like we love the GOATs and the people that's crushing the industry, but people coming from the roots, coming from the mud, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's great to see them come out.
It's awesome to see like new people coming into the fold. I think also this year, let's talk about YouTube this year.
Yeah.
YouTube has been crazy this year. I know I have a lot of like things about Twitch.
They put in way too much guidelines on this year, I think.
Yeah, I think they were messing around a bit much, you know? And it goes back to like a lot of what Moist Critical has been saying.
What has he been saying? Tell us.
He's been saying things like, you know, there hasn't been a lot of like connection between creators and
the platform itself.
Yeah, and the platform. So he actually sat down with Susan Wojcicki and some of the people inside of like YouTube's like core community, I guess you could say. And they had like a back and forth about it.
Yeah.
And there were some actual good ideas suggested from both sides.
I hope they actually put that like into works.
And also this year in particular, I got introduced to a YouTuber introduced as in like someone showed me.
Yeah.
To a YouTuber. At this point that I was being showed, they had like just hit 2 million subscribers.
Damn.
And that was this year.
Yeah.
It was a YouTuber by the name of Dream.
Dream?
Yes.
What they up to?
Dream is that Minecraft YouTuber who does all those speed runs and hunting.
Damn.
So the thing about Dream is I discovered him when he was kind of like, well, a friend of mine showed me this guy, and he was a Minecraft speedrunner, and I loved it.
Yeah,
it was like a long form, like 40-minute video of them doing
That's so long.
Of this one guy getting hunted in Minecraft by his friends.
Minecraft's popping off now, number one game in the world, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those games because PewDiePie's playing it again. So yeah, Dream is now sitting at 14 million subscribers from 2. What? That was just this year.
Man, he's grown. That's awesome. That's
really
and
cool. He even did like some videos with. He did a video with Mr. Beast. He's been doing stuff with PewDiePie, and if I'm not mistaken, he did some stuff with Offline TV and the Sidemen. You know, like doing Among Us content, and that has been
Among Us.
Yes,
some great games as well came out this year,
and particularly like Among Us has really joined a lot of the gaming community. So, for example,
that's cool. That's really cool.
YouTubers like, who I can consider to be like the big ones, you know, the people who are the goats at YouTube.
Yeah, the top.
And the top 3.
Yeah.
The 3 goats of YouTube are gaming YouTube specifically are PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and Markiplier.
For gaming, yeah.
For gaming, those are the 3 goats. And Jack and Jack and PewDiePie, they in particular have mixed with people like the members of Offline TV. So like Sykuno, Pokimane, Disguised Toast, all those guys coming together, and it was people who you'd never think would ever meet. Have been, you know, intermixed with each other. Like the Sidemen meeting PewDiePie, the Sidemen meeting Jacksepticeye. Like it's all because of this game.
Acting more with each other.
Yes, and that's what another thing I've loved about, you know, kind of the lockdown. As much as like nonsense you can say about it,
you're connecting with people all over the world.
You can connect with people all over the world.
Like we have with our guests, it's been awesome.
Like us having guests has been absolutely awesome, and we've connected
from
people
Morocco,
from far and wide,
everywhere. That's really cool.
And that's what I love about the YouTube community because of COVID is we've had the opportunity to actually do these sorts of things.
Meet these incredible people.
Indeed.
Love that, man. And another thing, just as we wrap up this episode, I hope you're enjoying this, by the way. This has been really cool. Going more philosophical, I think this year, a great thing that's come out is everyone has increased their capacity in a way.
Yes.
Like we've learned so much about each other, right?
Yeah.
Or like learn about more about your families, about yourselves. And it's crazy to see, like, when the worst things happen to you, you still grow from that, even though you don't even notice that. And just you get to know yourself, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't go to that party, maybe I shouldn't hang with these people. And you're almost testing the waters, and this year really like drowned that bath and or not drowned that bath, empty that bath and said like what is left there. What is like the solubles and the things that really hold your life together. The things that really hold your life together.
That's like such a metaphor right there.
I just came up with it right now as I do. But like what actually remains in life that's important. We've really seen that this year. And that's been really cool to find out.
Man, that's been. I think that's the best way to wrap up the podcast.
That's the best way to wrap it up.
Yep, there it is.
Guys, thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
Let us know in the comments like what you really loved this year and what you did not like this year.
Because there's a bit of both.
There's always
going to be a bit of both.
There's a bit of both for sure.
Yes, definitely.
So ring the notification bell. You know what to do. Like, just love us. You know, love us with your comments. Love us with your likes. As we said it before, it's for free. You literally just click a button. You've had a few seconds to do it now. I hope you did it. But we're so thankful for that. 2020 has been a year that we've learned a lot. We've grown. It's been great. It's been bad. But we still have maybe one more episode coming out for the year.
One or two. We'll have to see. We might take a. I feel like
take a holidays break.
We'll take
break.
I think next week we'll post. Next week we'll post, and then week after that we'll take New Year's off. And then we'll be back first
Reset. Coming back. Gonna be greater than ever. Get psyched. Get stoked because we're only going up from here. The best is yet to come. Subscribe to the Living Banter Podcast.
And we'll see you next time.
Cheers, guys. Love from Cape Town.
This way? Yeah. Peace out.
Peace from this side. Peace from that side.